Good morning, everybody. This is Garden Warrior Q. And I posted a question in our community Facebook chat. So if you are not on Facebook, then you didn't see it. If you are, however, on Facebook and you are not in the community group page or the group chat and you would like to be, please email Robert and he will send you the link. It is a private chat. However, the question I posed was watering in my garden. Now, my garden is inside and on a balcony. This right here got dumped earlier this week. And so the plants got dumped, the little seedlings. So I put them in a drawer that used to be in that container right there. If it's not tied down and I can stick a seed in it, it's going to grow something, okay? That's just the way it is in my house. And it was broken. I couldn't pull the drawers out. So, I reused it. I repurposed it. I think those are eggplants. However, my little sign that told me what was in it got eaten by a little dog. So we won't go there. I don't know where that little brat is. Yeah, I see him over there. Laying down, I can't. Killer of my plants. So, there's the mystery seeds. This is my balcony area, or this is my indoor gardening area. This is just pretty much things that I plant in right here. There's the mice, which need to be moved away from my canning stuff. We won't go there either. And there's my alarm going off telling me it's 7 o'clock in the morning, time to wake up my child. This is my worm bin. Those are just clean paper towels. I had some water spill over. It was actually that right there. It had water in it before it had plants in it, and it spilled over. Which is why I cannot have a barrel of water in my house. I have a 5'6" autistic child that likes to bounce. And she also likes to get into things that have water in them. Fish tanks, water barrels. Yeah. That's how that goes. So. Tomatoes. 2 tomatoes. This one is going to be replanted right here into its own bucket. There's another tomato. That I'm not really sure of. I took it out of our community garden. It was only about that big. It's obviously happy there, so we're going to leave it. Those are some sweet potato slips that are getting ready to be sent to a friend. And this is a Matoyo eggplant. And that's just an onion. And let me tell you, that little onion keeps fungus gnats away from this bin. Now, at night, this light goes over here. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Yeah. It looks like some kind of weird disease got in here. There are fungus gnats in this one, so I may be planting some onions in this as well, since it seems to be going so well for this. This also has worms living in it. This is one of my vermicompost container gardens. So, that's that. That back there, again, there's a little bit of something funky going on. That's a petunia. That died. The light is on. And the light goes off at night. So, I don't know what happened. My marigolds were flowering really nice, and then one day I guess it was Monday, this happened. I got what looks like a pepper back there, too. That's my petunia. It was doing great, and then again, that happened. So I'm not really sure. I'm probably going to have to take this apart and replot those, and to figure out what's going on. Let me see if I can turn on the light and y'all can see a little bit better. No. No idea. Doing great one day, and the next day I come out and something crazy had happened. Same thing with these. The marigolds were fine, and then something happened. Not sure what. So, as you can tell, space for a 50-gallon water container is just not an option. This is a red spinach that is needing repotting. Lots of little tomato babies. There was a tomato baby. Oh, no. I planted, I think this is apples, yes. Apple seeds are in there. And then a tomato. I'm going to tell you eggplant. And usually this light is aimed here during the night. And I've got, oops, I forgot to turn on my light here. There we go. More potato slips back there. These are obviously not sweet potato slips. The sweet potato slips that were in here outgrew their container. So that's a tomato, obviously. I have no idea what kind. That needs to be watered. So we'll get on that. This is just a little flower my daughter brought me. One of the kids that, hasn't been taught any better destroyed the plant, and my daughter saved the flower. And it's doing quite well over here, so I was trying to see if it would grow roots. It's growing something. It's doing something down there. I'm not sure what. I snipped it with snippers, so it's doing something. This is my secret seed that I sent to Darlene over Darlene's Garden channel, and it needs to be watered. These are more sweet potato slips that are getting sent to a friend. And there's one in there that needs to be taken out. Oh, yeah. Yuck. That water needs to be redone. Ugh. Okay, I'll get on that later. I've got to go do a procedure this morning, and I got to stop wiping disgusting things on myself. More apples, tomatoes. I think I already went through that. These are some purple top white globe turnips, and they need to be potted quickly. That's my rose, and the same thing that happened to my marigolds and petunias. Okay, now I see the problem with this one. Oh, God, no. Do you see that? Spider mites. Well, that would definitely make sense, which sucks because I got little buds on here. So I will be having to deal with that later. My poor little plant. That was given to me for my birthday. Then we have this beautiful lady. This is a sweet potato that's in dire need of trimming. That is just one of my dandelions. That looks like an apple. Nope, Chinese broccoli, my bad. That's just an empty thing that had seeds in it that I have potted already. That's my light. That's blinding you. These are sweet potato slips. They're growing roots, but as you can tell by the way these are coming out, I'm scalding them. These are going to need to be watered down here because that's where the growth is. This one should be okay. That one, how it's growing sideways, needs to be watered differently. That's the leftovers of my experiment with the... Life happens, folks. Someone put some stuff in my potting soil, so now I have to take it out and cook it because that is not good. But as you can see, I said all that to say I don't have room for a water bucket. So that's simply not an option, especially with my child who will dump it and try to swim in it. Yeah. So I think what I'm just going to have to do is what I've been doing is use water all day. And that's not a problem. I'm outside all the time anyways. But this is another worm bucket. That's just for worms. That's all that is worms and a tag. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but whatever. This will be getting some spring water in it and be going in to make fertilizer. This is how I feed my worms. They don't like the light. So that's what that is. It's just my worms. Let me tell you something. Do not get this and think you're going to plant in it. Planting compost blend. Let me tell you, this is great as an amendment. On top maybe, but it's way too chunky and way too big, and it doesn't like to grab water. I was just using that to dig out of earlier. Then we have some... This is my... This is my freezer. These are potato plants that one's doing alright. These were just outside. They came inside to be watered, but I think some of them got a little too far done. What do you think about that? So, we'll feed that to the worms. But as you can tell, there's really no room in this area for a water bucket. Plus, like I said, my daughter would just take it and bathe my floor with it anyway, so. But that's a great idea. If I had more space, if it was doable. This was full of potatoes, but the potatoes died for some reason, and I'm thinking it's because they didn't get enough nutrients because those squash or cantaloupe or whatever these are growing decided to pop up in there, and this is the same mix as that. They get watered at the same time, so I have no idea. The only thing I can figure is, look, there's 4 of them boogers in there. They're all over the place, man. And then we go out here. There is definitely no room out here for a water bucket. This is super heavy, and I can't move it. I'm using a layering method. This is actually where I planted some potatoes. I'll try and remember to put that. There's some potatoes growing up in here. That's great. I'm using these little containers to, like a mulching system, to keep this moist, and it works really well. There's a sweet potato that's refusing to vine. So he got put out here in the nice warmth to see if that would help. There's more of those whatevers. They just keep popping up everywhere. This is the secret seed I got from Mrs. Darlene. And I still haven't figured out what it is, but I do know that it does not like rich soil. So I had to take some out and literally put sand in there. So some of my native soil from down there in that field is in here. And once I did that, it started doing really well. This is all new growth right here. This right here. That's the cotyledon right there. More potatoes. Oh, jeez. We eat a lot of potatoes. This is my parsley patch. Do you see something wrong with this picture, my friends? These cucumbers or whatever they are, have sprouted up in there. But I'm going to go ahead and leave them there. This is actually a compost. And yeah, under there is a big layer of compost. That's what that is. And I put my parsley in there. They're doing really well. That is a beefsteak tomato, chili pepper, more of those things that popped up. Those are going to be rehomed soon. This is my dwarf Vates dwarf blue curled kale, and this is getting repotted today. More dandelions over there. Nasturtium right there. Chinese broccoli back there. That's a sunflower that needs to be potted rather quickly. That's lettuce right there. Sorry, that's lettuce. And whatever that is growing in there. Another sweet potato. It may have lived out its life. That is the mother of all mothers of sweet potato slips there. It may have just put out as much as it could, and it's done. It's a very big possibility. But I put it out there, put it in some sunshine, and hopefully it'll do whatever it's going to do, you know? Um, more potatoes in a bucket. I've got, that's my compost pile back there. More potatoes back there in the bags. They're facing that way so they get the sun. Miscellaneous apple seeds that are popping up. Apple, pepper. I don't remember what that's called, but it's a flower. More potatoes. That back there is the issue with the watering. Seedlings that need to be redone. These sweet potatoes slips are easily accessible, so I'm not worried about them. It's those way back there. The potatoes and the sweet potato slips and everything in that back area is hard for me to get to water. Luckily, I have a little watering thing that has a nozzle on it, and that's what I've been doing. That may be what I have to just keep doing. More potatoes. More dandelions. Chinese broccoli, which is looking kind of peaked. And more sweet potato slips. So as you can tell, my balcony is not somewhere I can put a watering system. More sweet potato slips. More lettuce. Whatever these are, they need to be repotted. Another sweet potato slip. Yeah. So, as much as I would love to have a watering system out here or drip irrigation, that's just not, it's not possible. And those potatoes look like they're almost done. You see the tops right there? They're starting to form flowers. So they might be almost done. More lettuce. We like lettuce. More lettuce down there. Which this potato is not supposed to be there. Yeah. I moved it for some reason. I don't know what the reason was. But yeah, that's just how my life happens. So, yeah. I think I'm just going to have to do what I keep doing. I have, like I said, I have a little watering container. It's 2 gallons. I put fertilizer in it. I can shake it up and I can spray back there, which is what I've been doing. And that may just have to be what I do until I can get some of this stuff taken out. So y'all have a great day. That's just kind of an update of what I've got going on here. A hot mess. I've got a hot mess. Mama Owl over at Old Ways Gardening and Prepping gave my garden a name. Welcome to Q's hot mess balcony. and Mama Owl's right. It is a hot mess. Y'all have a great day. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep using my watering system that I already have. Which like I said, I come out here numerous times throughout the day, so it's not a problem. But sometimes I get busy in the middle of the day, or I'm not here, and that's when it is a problem. But they get watered in the morning, they get watered in the evening. The ones that can tolerate being watered in the evening, um, if needed. If it's wet, I mean, I'm not gonna water them if they don't need water. But it's not summer yet, so I know that once summer hits, I'm gonna have to be watering a little bit more. Okay, a lot more. Um, but luckily there is shade during the summer. This is mostly lit up with the sun. So I'm just hoping that I can get this done. You have a great day. Bye.